We are talking of the theme of reparations at this convention. This is an issue that is dear to the African continent. It is a top issue which will be discussed. We also are going to talk about further consolidation of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area and what needs to be done to integrate Africa more on business. There are issues of digital trade that are going to be discussed in this forum. We also need to note that it's a moment to also appreciate Musa Faki, who is serving his final term. This is his final session at the AUC. After that, he cedes way to the new person. And we want to congratulate him and thank him for the effort he has put in over the years. I would also point out that this is also a moment where Dr. Adesina of the African Development Bank will also be making his last appearance in that capacity in this session, because also for him, his term as the African Development Bank president will be coming to an end, and the elections will be held later this year away from this summit. There's a different process. But these two prominent personalities of Africa are attending this session for the last time. And therefore, it is a convention, a summit that is of very big significance. And it offers us an opportunity for moving forward to the next step. As the record shows, at this point in time, we have attendance from 49 countries. The only ones missing in this sitting are those that have been sanctioned for various reasons, therefore they cannot attend. But the 49 that are present constitute a quorum. So this summit, this session is properly constituted, and it has the appropriate quorum to conduct the elections of the African Union Commission. We are expecting about 35 heads of state. About 8 countries will be represented by their foreign affairs ministers. About 3 countries will have either the prime ministers or the vice president, but in total they constitute 49 countries. President Ruto is expected here to lead the Kenyan delegation. He arrives on Thursday. They'll have their sessions on Friday as head of state level, the summit level. And then on the 15th, we enter the final stage where the election of the chairman of the African Union Commission shall be elected. While here, we anticipate that Mauritania, that has been the chair of the African Union, they'll be handing over to Angola. The president of Angola will be taking over as the new chair of the African Union. So he is the one who will be presiding over this electoral process, particularly for the AUC chairman and vice chairman. The Kenyan president, President Ruto, is also the champion on AU reforms. He is also the champion on matters of climate change within the African Union. So he has to present reports in this context. Apart from that, you will recall that only a few days ago, President Ruto, as chair of the East African Community, jointly with his counterpart, President Mnangagwa of Zimbabwe, who is the chair of SADC, convened a joint SADC and East African Community sitting in Dar es Salaam to deliberate on the security situation in DRC and to make proposals on how to silence the guns. It is expected that this report of the meeting in Dar es Salaam shall also be presented to the African Union summit. So basically, these are the issues. I think I would say that the prospects for President for Honorable Raila to capture the seat are very, very high. He has campaigned very extensively on the African continent. President Ruto has given him all the support. He has gotten all the support and encouragement from the President of Kenya. I have played my role as Minister for Foreign Affairs as well. Our ambassadors have played their role, including the ambassador here, and we believe we have canvassed effectively to give victory to Raila Odinga. My appeal to the Kenyans is that it is a very anxious moment, but the voting will have to take place. It is by secret ballot. Let us hold our horses and put Raila into prayer so that he can attain the victory that we all so desire. Many Kenyans have come out of their own volition. I know some people were asking me about what is the size of the Kenyan delegation. But I want to say that the level of anxiety and patriotism is very high. The Kenyan delegation is the standard delegation, which is normally led by the president during a summit like this. But there are so many Kenyans who, out of their own pocket and their own commitment, have come into Addis Ababa to show in solidarity with our candidate, Raila Odinga, and to also show patriotism. There are some who are even coming by bus because we border Ethiopia. So they've chosen to hire their own buses and come to Addis Ababa. So that is something that we cannot wish away, and we thank them for all this support and for the enthusiasm they're showing in support of Kenya's candidate.
Tabe hapo nini hapo mbele. Toka nje, niko nje.
Je souhaite inviter maintenant le protocole de la commission à nous décrire.
And distinguished delegates. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to extend our sincere congratulations and gratitude